All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Genesee Brewing Company, and they're out of Rochester, New York, and this is their dry hopped cream ale. So this is a dry hopped cream ale that comes in at 4.5% alcohol by volume, 8 IBUs, and at the time of review, this can is just under 3 weeks old. So ever since this was released last summer, I've heard nothing but good things about it, courtesy of some friends, some fellow beer tubers, and people have loved this one. Unfortunately for me, last year, when this was released, I believe it was released back in August of 2020, I was going through some personal / health problems, and I was not buying beer for the vast majority of the summer and even into early fall. So I never had a chance to pick this one up, but I saw a lot of people review it. I love it, and I was anticipating this year's release. Of course, I thought this year's release would also be in the summer of 2021, and instead they pushed this back to the middle of October. So I actually just picked this up at the Genesee Brew House a couple days ago. They had a ton of it there, but as far as I know, this has not hit a lot of different distribution avenues yet, but I'm hopeful that by the time I post this review, you will see it in your neck of the woods if you do get Genesee products. If not, you should see it very shortly. So it's dry hopped Genny Cream Ale. That's what this is. This is basically Genny Cream Ale that is dry hopped. They released a mosaic version, and I reviewed it on the channel back in 2018. It was really good. I don't know the hops for this one. They do say on the 12-pack box that they're using Pacific Northwest hops, which could be a lot of different ones. So I feel like they would probably still include mosaic, but they don't actually say the hops. So who knows? We'll see. Anyway, I'm cracking this one open, getting into the Genesee, another half Dream Ale glass because I thought it was appropriate. So let's give it a pour here, and man, I'm super pumped for this one. I'm hoping that it's delicious because, like I said, so many people said it was just, you know, one of the better low ABV crushers that they had the chance to try last year. So now in the glass, definitely doesn't pour out like a Genny Cream Ale. It's a little bit lighter, and it also is a little bit more vibrant, and it's a little bit hazy. So it has this really nice in person, this yellow bursting like yellow color, very vibrant, has about a 2-finger of this soapy looking head. Obviously with this glass, you can't see the beer perfectly, but I wanted to use it, so whatever. But it looks like, you know what a lot of it looks like? It looks like a low ABV hazy. That's what this one looks like. But yeah, whatever. I just want to see what it smells like. Let's get a nose. So this smells like a really robust, like session IPA or session pale ale. It has a really nice, vibrant, like zesty orange and grapefruit vibe to it. A little bit of like underripened pineapple, maybe a touch of melon, maybe a little bit of peach. But underlying, there's this grainy, sweet, almost crackery type of malt base, maybe a little bit of bready sensation. Yeah, it smells super refreshing. So based on the nose alone, I see why people have been enjoying this one or enjoyed it last year. I know a lot of people stacked up on multiple 12-packs and were just crushing them. I mean, it's 4.5%. You can have a couple of them and you're not all buzzed or hammered or anything, and you get some good flavor out of it. At least that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, it smells super refreshing. It smells like it's going to be just a very easy, low ABV crusher of a beer that has some nice hop character along with that well-rounded malt character. It's going to have an intertwined, cohesive type of taste to it, and I want to get into it, so I'm going to. Cheers, everybody. Let's see what this one has to offer. And that's exactly what this fucking is. I absolutely love that you can tell this is a base cream ale or a base lager-esque, you know, type of feel to it, because that's kind of what cream ale is. Body on this one's like higher side of light body, approaching low medium, a little bit bigger than I thought. I mean, it's not watery by any means, honestly. Mouthfeel, it's crisp, it's really clean and super refreshing. Now, here's the only problem I have now drinking this and just taking sips. I understand why people wanted this in the summer. You give this to me in the middle of August when it's like 85, 90 degrees out, I'm throwing some of these back and I'm gonna enjoy every second of it. Now, where I'm drinking it right now, in the early parts of November, maybe not as refreshing. But the taste, right at the forefront, I'm hit with zesty, zippy, like orange and ruby red grapefruit, like peel. Has like a zestiness to it. Right after that is that beautiful malt character, and it's grainy, but it's biscuity. It just has, if you've ever had Genny Cream Ale, it kind of has that. It's a little bit, I think, more pronounced. I don't know if the malts for me are working well with the hops, so it's just popping a little bit more because this is hop forward, so the malts are kind of shining a little bit too. And then it finishes with, I get like a touch of this sweet pineapple. It's a little bit sweeter than the nose, a little bit of like a peach, maybe a honeydew melon. Like I said, finish is super clean. This has a mild bitterness, a semi-dry type of finish to it. It's sweet up front, but that on the back of the palate, it kind of balances. It balances out a little bit. I think this leans a little bit more sweet, but I think if you drank like 6 of these, I don't think it would fatigue your palate at all. I'm absolutely crushing this one, and that's what this is made for, to crush it. And wow, I've pretty much almost drank this entire beer. And I didn't think I would do that on camera. I'm probably down to like, what, 4 ounces, 5 ounces? Yeah, it's a super crusher. It's really well made. It's really delicious. And, you know, this is where, oh, man, you know, fuck it. A lot of times when I rate the style if it's like a style that maybe is not my favorite or something that I don't put on a pedestal. And Cream Ale's like that. I think I rated Genny Cream Ale 3.25, 3.5, something like that. Like I said, stylistically, it's like a 4.5. This is checking all the box for me. This is doing exactly what I wanted to do, and I got to be honest with the rating here. So I'm going to give the dry hopped cream ale from Genesee. I want to give that a low 4.25 out of 5. I'm gonna go 4.2 out of 5. That's really fucking high. As I'm saying it, I'm thinking it, but like when you take into consideration everything, price point, availability when it's out in distro points, it's really tasty. Like, there's not much more to say about it. It doesn't have like amazing flavors. It's not going to punch you in the face with flavors, but for a 4.5% session beer, this has really nice flavors. It's very cohesive. It's not too sweet. It's not too bitter. It's not too dry. The hop isn't dominating here. You're getting the base beer. Everything is really nice. So I don't know how it was last year, and like Genesee doesn't have a lot of batch variation, so I'm going to imagine this is very similar to last year's offering, but it's fucking so good. So 4.2 out of 5. That's what I'm going to give the dry hop cream ale from Genny. Price point, availability, this is where Genesee is fucking awesome. I paid $10.49 for a 12-pack. Now, a lot of people can typically see it around like $9 to $10, and more often than not, I usually pay $9.99, but this was $10.49 for the 12-pack at the brewery. And then when I was in Wegmans shortly thereafter, I saw the Cran Orange Keller beer, and it was also $10.49. So I don't know if Genny is you know, at least locally, like bumped up their price point 50 cents, but oh my God, it's still less than $1 a can, and it's still delicious. Availability right now, like I said, when you see this review, hopefully you can get your hands on it if you get Genny stuff. If not, you should see it soon. But the availability of these Genesee specialty beers, whether it's this or the Cran Orange Keller beer or the Ruby Red Kolsch or the Honey Brown Lager, the distro is great. Usually availability is great. So once you start seeing this popping up in your neck of the woods, you should be able to get it all over the place. So not much more to say about it. 4.5%. It drinks like a low ABV crusher. Like I said, the body's a little bit bigger than anticipated, but it's not like crazy. I mean, maybe body wise, it drinks like it's like 5.5. So we're not, you know, it's nothing crazy, but it was still a little bit noticeable to me. But yeah, so I understand the hype now behind this one. I get why people enjoy this. It's fucking delicious, and I'm probably going to buy multiple 12 packs before the end of the year and just have it as like a fridge beer. If I don't want to review something and I just want to kind of chill out, I'll grab a Genny dry hop cream ale and just go from there. So if you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it, especially when it shows up in your neck of the woods. I appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Until the next one, cheers.